What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Beyond the 529. With the costs of college continuing to go up year by year, families are finding it more and more difficult to make ends meet when it comes to paying for that education. So as a family, we need to make sure that we're thinking outside of the box and identifying as many ways as we can to lower our costs overall. And one of the best ways that we can do that is by taking advantage of as many different scholarships that your student might be able to get as possible. So in today's video, what I'm going to be talking about are scholarships overall, how to position your student to get the most free money through scholarships as possible, and what are some of the resources that you can use to try to identify scholarships for your student. I'm Mike Bink, founder and president of Equivest Financial Advisors. We specialize in late-stage college planning and can help you identify strategies that will lower your cost of college by thousands of dollars. To learn more about how you can become our client and get your plan started today, please click on the button in the description below. So when it comes to paying for college, everyone wants to try to find as many scholarships or sources of free money that they possibly can, because every free source of money you can identify comes right off the total cost of college. And those free sources of money don't have to be paid back like student loans do. So how do we position our students in order to get as many scholarships as they possibly can? Well, the first and most important thing to understand about scholarships is that school selection is key. If you look at this chart here, what it ultimately shows you is that the majority of scholarship money is coming from the schools themselves. So as we think about this as a family, what this tells us is that if we want our student to have the best chance of getting as many grants or scholarships to lower his cost or her cost as much as possible, then they need to be positioned and applying to the right schools where they're going to be in demand at those schools, and the schools are going to be much more likely to offer them that institutional money to begin with. Now, much more often you hear families talk about the private scholarship side of things or the athletic scholarships, because quite frankly, those are really fun stories to tell. And that's great if your student can take advantage of one of those two sources of money. But more often than not, if you want to get the most bang for your buck and get your students' costs down as much as possible, it all comes back to picking the right schools and making sure that you understand how your student is going to fit at the schools that they're applying to get as much of that grant and scholarship money as possible. This is where it becomes so critical to make sure that you're proactively planning the schools that your student is going to apply to, and you're building that school list to incorporate as many schools as you possibly can where your students are going to be in high demand for that scholarship money. Even though you're going to maximize your opportunity to get scholarships by applying to the right schools to begin with, private scholarships can still play an important role in lowering your overall costs. So where can you go to try to find private scholarships? Well, first and foremost, a great resource is always going to be your high school guidance counselor. They should have access to different resources that they can give you to go search for scholarships that your student might be eligible for. A second option is to work with your employer. A lot of employers offer benefit programs to their employees that come in the form of scholarship programs for the employees' children. Another common option is religious organizations or social groups that you might be a part of. A lot of times these types of organizations will offer, again, scholarships to your student as a benefit to being a member of that organization. Another option is for you to work with an advisor like ourselves to help you develop not only your list of schools to make sure you're maximizing your financial aid opportunities, but also to help you as you search for those private scholarships to make sure that you're focusing your efforts that are going to provide the most return for that time. There are some free search engines out there that will help you search for and identify potential scholarship opportunities for your student. Just remember that when the results come up, there are going to be a lot of ads and there are going to be a lot of sources that are wanting you to pay to use their search engine to find scholarships. And in our experience, that is not worth the money. You can find a lot of resources out there that are free that you can use that'll do the exact same thing. If you'd like to learn more about other free sources of money that are out there for college, in addition to just scholarships, please make sure to check out my other video, Free Money for College. If you like today's videos, please make sure to hit the like button and share below with your family and friends. And if you want more videos like this, please make sure to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell below so that you're notified every time we post a new video. If you'd like help trying to identify scholarships that your student might be eligible for, or if you'd like to develop a plan to put your student in the best position possible to apply to the right schools that are going to give them the most scholarship money possible, please make sure to click the link in the description below to learn how you could become our client. Thank you and good luck going beyond the 529.